In this video, I'm going to be building the best possible limited team for Season 2, Week 6 in NBA 2K23 My Team. As you guys can see, the game requirements are going to be on the screen. You must use 6 Eastern Conference players, and you must also use 6 Western Conference players. You may use up to 2 diamonds, you may use up to 3 amethysts, and then obviously no free agent cards are allowed. So 2 diamonds, 3 amethysts, 6 Eastern, and 6 Western. I do kind of like how it's a little bit different than it is normally. I like how you actually have to think about building a squad. I think it's going to bring a lot more versatility or a lot more variety of different squads for limited. So for my best possible team, when we're talking about 2 diamonds, the first 2 that come to my mind if we're trying to build the best I know I just spelled that wrong, but the best possible team, I mean, Garland's a solid option. DeJounte Murray, Stephon Marbury are all very good options, but in my opinion, one of my favorite diamond cards in the game is still going to be Donovan Mitchell. So I would go with him at the starting point guard position. Now when it comes to the second diamond, there's a couple different guys you could go with. There's OG Anunoby, the new takeover small forward. I don't have him on my team, or I don't have him in my collection, but he's the takeover card that just came out yesterday. He's a really good option that you could play at the small forward spot. If you want to go for diamond Kristaps Porzingis, I mean, he's probably the second best or best diamond card in the game. But the reason why I'm not going to go with Kristaps is because there's a very good amethyst center you can use, and then you can use your diamond for a different position. What I mean is for the center spot for one of our amethysts, I'm going to go with the Jared Allen. I'm just going to put in his emerald card because I don't have his amethyst, but for center, I'm going to go with the amethyst Jared Allen, and that's why I'm not going to use diamond Kristaps. If you want to go for a little bit different of a route, you can definitely go diamond Kristaps and then use your 3 amethysts for the shooting guard, small forward, and power forward position. But for my lineup and what I think is the best possible team is I would go amethyst Jared Allen at the center spot, and then for the diamond, like I said, OG Anunoby, a really good option, but I think honestly, Diamond Iguodala is a really good shooting guard and still one of the best diamond cards in the game. Obviously, this is a lot of preference. If you want to go, for example, maybe De'Aaron Fox, you want to go Fox over Donovan Mitchell, maybe you want to go Stephon Marbury, DeJounte Murray, maybe you think they're better than D-Mitch, or maybe you don't have D-Mitch, you can definitely use those guys as well. Maybe you don't want to go Iguodala, or maybe you don't have Iguodala, and then you can go with yourselves an OG Anunoby at the small forward position. Talking about the amethyst, I think a really good amethyst is going to be Kelly Oubre Jr. He's 6'7", so he can play the shooting guard and small forward spot. And he just provides a lot of versatility that if you want to go for if you want to go for OG Anunoby, or you want maybe a better small forward like an MPJ, for example, the small forward position, because MPJ is a really good option as well, then you can go with Kelly Oubre Jr. at the 2, and then you can slide a guy like MPJ or Anunoby to the 3. But for me, I think the best possible team, I would have Iggy at the 2, Kelly at the 3. For the power forward position though, I'm going to go with Robert Williams III, or just Robert Williams. I'm not exactly sure what his name is, but I'm going to go with him for the power forward spot. His amethyst from the glitch set is actually really good. He can't play the power forward position on his emerald card, but I would say put his amethyst at the power forward position, and that would be my starting lineup. So diamond D-Mitch, diamond Iggy, amethyst Kelly, amethyst Robert Williams, and then amethyst Jared Allen. That would be my 3 amethysts, and then my 2 diamonds. For my bench, I'm not exactly sure who are the best ruby cards in the game, but for me at the backup center position, I would probably go Anthony Davis. I still think he's a pretty decent ruby center. He can shoot threes, and he obviously has a great player model as well. For small forward, I really like Donyell Marshall. I think he might be a primary power forward. He's a really good option at the small forward spot that I think you guys could definitely run. I think there's also like a Keldon Johnson. I'm pretty sure he could play shooting guard as well. So if you guys have that ruby Keldon Johnson, I think he's another really good option for shooting guard. So yeah, if you guys grinded for his moments card, definitely recommend running him at the backup shooting guard position. There's a lot of these cards that I just didn't grind for, but he could play the shooting guard position, I'm pretty sure, so he can be your backup too. And then for your backup point guard, I honestly think Ruby starter Jaw is really not that bad of a choice if you want to go with him. There might be some other really good Ruby cards as well, but then the other cards I want to talk about, guys, is going to be in the glitch set. So if you come over to these glitch cards, a lot of these guys can still play. Like Zaire Williams, even as a Ruby, is definitely not that bad. So if you want to use these cards, like, I mean, honestly, I think Zaire Williams actually could play in this lineup. If we go to the limited squad, I think I might move like Donyell Marshall to the 4, and then at the 3, go with the Zaire Williams, because he's actually a really good small forward. So you guys can definitely take advantage of those glitch cards in season 2, right? Like the PJ Tuckers, the Steven Adams, the George Niangs, Talon Tucker. Like these cards are actually pretty good for amethyst or for ruby cards. So you can definitely use a lot of these guys as well. But yeah, guys, that would basically be my best limited team. My starting lineup would be Donovan Mitchell, Iguodala, Kelly Oubre Jr., have Robert Williams at the power forward position, and then off the bench, and then Jared Allen, Amethyst at the starting center, and then off the bench, I would go Ruby Jaw, Keldon Johnson if you do have his Ruby, Zaire Williams, Daniel Marshall, and Anthony Davis. So that's going to be our 6 Western, and then we just have to get 2 more Eastern players, right? Because we got 5 from the West off the bench, and then Kelly Oubre starting, and we do have 4 from the East, which means we need to get 2 more. Wait, I don't think I'm doing math right, but basically I need 2 more East. I'd probably just put in some, gold cards, because I'm not really going to use my last 13. So I put in this Heat player, and then I put Marcus Smart as well. So if I had Robert Williams at the starting center power forward position, obviously his Amethyst version, and the same thing with Jared Allen, that would be my best possible limited team. But let me know in the comment section down below, maybe some changes you guys would add to the squad, and just let me know what limited team you guys are going to be running, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.